Okay, I tried reading a CNN article onto the internet and it didn't take it. And I found another one on InfoWars, so I'm going to link both of them down in the um, what do you call it? That section below where you put stuff. Anyway, okay. Wade Madsen, China fired missiles seen in Southern California. This is off of InfoWars. The sources, the link for the sources down below. Pentagon and its embedded media cover up Chinese show force off Los Angeles. Chinese flexed its military muscle Monday evening in the skies west of Los Angeles when Chinese Navy Jin-class ballistic missile nuclear submarine deployed secretly from its underground home base on the south coast of Hainan Island launched an intercontinental ballistic missile from international waters off Southern California coast. WMR intelligence source in Asia, including Japan, says they believe the belief by the military commanders in Asia and the intelligence services is that Chinese decided to demonstrate to the United States its capabilities on the eve of the G20 summit in Seoul, South Korea, and the Asian Pacific Economic Cooperation Summit in Tokyo, Japan, where President Barack Obama is scheduled to attend during his 10-day trip to Asia. The reported Chinese missile test off of Los Angeles came as a double blow to Obama. The day after the missile firing, China's leading credit rating agency, the Dagong Global Credit Rating, downgraded the sovereign debt rating of the United States to A minus plus from double A. The missile demonstration, coupled with the downgrade of the United States financial grade, represents a military and financial show of force by Beijing to Washington. The the Pentagon spin machine, backed by media reporters who regularly cover the Defense Department, as well as officials of the Federal Aviation Administration, or the FAA, the North American Aerospace Defense Command, NORAD, and the United States Northern Command is now spinning various conspiracy theories, including describing the missile's plume videotaped by KCBS news helicopter cameraman Gil Levas at around 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time during the height of rush hour traffic as a condensation trail from jet aircraft. Other Pentagon-inspired cover-up stories are that the missile is actually an amateur rocket or an optical illusion. Experts agree that this was a ballistic missile fired off of Los Angeles. Pentagon insists it was just a jet aircraft or a model rocket. Whatever. They're lion sacks. Anyway, continuing. They There are no records of a plane in the area having been taken off from the Los Angeles International Airport or from other airports in the region. The Navy and Air Force have said that they were not conducting any missile tests from submarines, ships, or from Vandenberg Air Force Base. I've actually seen them shoot missiles off from Vandenberg, and that looks more like a missile trail than a condensation trail from an airplane. Anyway, the Navy has also ruled out the accidental firing of off of one its or from one of its own submarines. The missile experts, including those from Janes in London, say that the plume was definitely from a missile, possibly launched from a submarine. WMR has learned that the missile was likely a JL-2 intercontinental ballistic missile, the same kind that carry nuclear, warheads. Continuing, which has a range of 7,000 miles and was fired in a northwesterly direction over the Pacific. and away from the United States territory from a Jin class submarine. The Jin class can carry up to 12 such missiles. Navy sources have revealed that the missile may have impacted on Chinese territory and that the National Security Agency, or the NSA, likely possessed intercepts of Chinese telemetry signals during the missile's firing and subsequent test operations. Japanese and other Asian intelligence agencies believe that this was a Jin class SSBN submarine conducted missile show of force in the skies west of Los Angeles. The Asian intelligence source believed that the submarine trans or transited from its base on Hainan through South Pacific waters, where U.S. anti-submarine warfare detection capabilities are not as effective as they are in the northern and mid-Pacific, and then transited north to the waters off of Los Angeles. The Pentagon, which has spent billions on ballistic missile defense systems, a project of former Defense Secretary Donald Rumsfeld, is clearly embarrassed over the Chinese show of strength. Um, the White House also wants to downplay the missile's story before President Obama meets with his Chinese counterpart parts in Seoul and Tokyo. According to Japanese intelligence sources, Beijing has been angry over the United States and allied naval exercises in South China and Yellow Seas, in what China considers a sphere of influence, and the missile firing within view of people in Southern California was a demonstration that China's Navy can also play in the waters off the American coast. So I guess turnabout is fair play. um, for the United States Navy, the Chinese show of force is a huge embarrassment, especially for the Navy's command in Pearl Harbor, where on December 7th, 1941, attacks on the fleet at Pearl Harbor remain a sore subject. In 2002, National Security Advisor Condoleezza Rice reportedly scolded visiting Chinese General Zhang Guangkake or whatever, I can't even say that name. The the Deputy Chief of Staff for Intelligence of the People's Liberation Army for remarks he allegedly made in 1995 that China would use nuclear weapons on Los Angeles. Zhang or Zong or whatever denied he made any such comments, but the spin on the story helped convince Congress to sink billions of additional dollars into ballistic missile defense, sometimes referred to as Star Wars 2. Anyway, um, those of you who know me on Facebook know that I said the day that it happened that I believe that it was China shooting an intercontinental ballistic missile off, and that this was a shot across the bow of the United States because we allowed China to buy up trillions of dollars, billions and trillions of dollars worth of our debt in U.S. bonds for AAA rated dollars. And then our Federal Reserve, who is a criminal crook institution as far as I'm concerned, went and now they're monetizing our debt, which they said they would not do only like 10, 15 days ago. And they have started QE2, or quantitative easing, which basically begins the countdown to the devaluation, guaranteed bankruptcy of our nation. So if you don't know about that, you need to look at my other videos, or maybe go to my website and you can learn all about it. Anyway, I don't blame China for being mad. Basically, the United States is stealing money from the rest of the world, and in other related but not so related stories, we are confiscating the gold of Germany that is in our bank vaults in our New York banks. Our government. I think it's like either 2/3 or a third or a sixth. I don't remember. Anyway, even if it's one coin, our government stealing money from our countries, we got the whole world pissed off at us now because the dollar is the backbone of the world's economy. The dollar is what our oil is pegged to, and when we do what we're doing, and this is intentional, they don't need to do QE2, quantitative easing, or monetization of the debt. They're doing this on purpose, and the whole world is tied to us. And when we go down, they go down, and they know it. And so, what's the big deal? If we're gonna like bring the whole world down, why shouldn't China just decide to lob a couple of nukes at us? I mean, they don't care about their people enough, their own people. Like, why should they care about us? Because as far as they're concerned, our government is who the people are, and vice versa. And we're all a bunch of lazy thieves who think we can do whatever we want and steal whatever we want from whoever we want to steal it from, like Iraq and Afghanistan and wherever else we're at. So anyway, that's my 2 cents on this article. I will place the links below in the description, and I hope you watch my other videos, and I hope you get food storage because once the dollar's gone, like you're gonna get paid in dollars at where you work. They're not going to be worth anything. So anyway, that's my 2 cents. Thanks for watching.